Good morning. So I'm Kayla with the Faithful Bailey Bunch, and today's video is not so exciting. Some of our journey will we'll talk about my little sister. And she was such an amazing young lady. For anyone who doesn't know, I lost my little sister in October of 2023 after she had given birth. It was not related to birth as to why she died. But the video is me opening up about how grief works and also some trauma that I've been through. This family channel is going to be filled with fun. It's gonna show you a little bit of our life. It's gonna be filled with home projects and activities with the kids and business owner information and so many amazing things that my family and I are all about. But today it's not as lighthearted. So this weekend, a very dear friend of mine was in the hospital where she was getting induced to deliver her baby. She was a very high-risk pregnancy. And I remember, I believe it was Friday, that I prayed over her. And I felt very strong in my faith and what I was asking of God. And she went on to deliver her baby yesterday. And my heart is so full for her because God gave her what sounds to be a very beautiful experience. And it's not that Emily's experience, my sister, it's not that her experience was bad. She had some trauma with her C-section. She had to have a C-section. My niece was not going to turn. She hadn't turned for months and months and months. And Emily had some other health things that it just made more sense for her to have a C-section. And it's not about that. Why I'm sad. It's about the person that I was back then. It's about the person that I was back then. Sorry, I've learned with a lot of therapy that it's okay to cry. But it was really about me. And not in a selfish way. But I was taken back to the day of Emily's. I shouldn't have come back to video this soon. I was taken back to Emily's, the day of her C-section, October 3rd of 2023. And I remember her husband was driving her. She was nervous. And my mom was on the phone. And I remember my mom asking if I would pray. And I was so hesitant because of how I had been taught, unless I just misunderstood, but I really felt like I was taught a certain way, which I no longer agree with. And I didn't pray for her. I just remember she needed to get parked and stay focused. And I was like delaying. And I don't remember praying for her. I don't know if I was ashamed. I had some personal things going on that she didn't agree with. And I don't blame her. But I just know that who I am today would have prayed and would have asked God to really be with the surgeon that day that was going to operate. That he would have helped her blood pressure not drop to the point she thought she was going to die. I know God allowed all of it. But the story doesn't end there. Who I am today, oh honey, I would have prayed. I probably would have been up at the hospital waiting to lay hands on her before she went into the surgery room. But the story doesn't end there. Time would go on, and I had time to bring in my faith again to her. Those last few weeks that she was alive. And I'm not gonna beat myself up about that. I can't go back, right? There's nothing that can change that. I can only do better going forward. And I knew with my friend Maya that I needed to pray with her, even if I couldn't get to the hospital. I needed to pray, and I needed to ask God to be with her. I'm so glad that I prayed with Emily 24 hours before she died. I'm glad that I finally did that. I'm glad that God finally worked it out and to be able to do that. And I will forever be grateful that the story did not end. The story did not end at me not praying for her on October 3rd. The story kind of completes on October 28th. At like 6 a.m. we finished praying. It's just she died 24 hours later. So as much as I thought this video would be me beating myself up, I'm able to be reminded that no, Kayla, you did the best with what you had. One of my best friends, Brittany, is teaching me that. I did the best with what I had at that time. But I have more now. I have more faith. With great loss has come great love. I feel like I understand love now more than I ever did. I lost someone that day that I truly loved with all of my being. And I miss her. I miss her every day. Every day that I wake up, I miss her. And it's March. I don't even know what day it is. It's March 23rd, 2025. And I still think of her basically with every breath. I'm so glad, though, that the story did not end the first time I did not pray with her.